Alrighty, welcome everybody. This is week 8 of the CTC Cup Series. This week is Throwback week. Got a bunch of beautiful throwback paint schemes out there on your screen. Trenton Sneed and the Dale Jr. Throwback. Ugh, man, starting off good. Qualifying underway right now. Drivers out there making laps. Blake Giglio, I don't know if that was this is second lap or not, but he puts it second on the board. I think he might have wrecked on his second lap. Alex Sheasley put it fourth right now, and he's gonna stand. Goes to the backup car. Mullins, the Kodiak Throwback, goes way out on track. Apologies about the video cutting out for a second. Just needed to fix a few settings for the race. About 30 seconds left to qualifying. Both Mullins put it 9th on the board. Rockingham is a tricky track. It's got high banking, but it is very bumpy. Both trying out that high line, it looks like 3 and 4. For his second lap, I'll put it 6th with a 23.7. Looks like that's it for qualifying. These drivers out on the grid. Hayden Lowell will take the pole here at Rockingham. Definitely not unexpected. He's been fast all season. So yeah, Hayden Lowell starting first. Blake Giglio will start second. I'd like to go over these throwback paint schemes this week. Our first paint themed race of the year. Their qualifying results. here we go. These drivers off. Pole position, Hayden Lowell. P2 will be Blake Giglio. P3, Trenton Sneed. These guys, these are going to 2 pace laps tonight, I think, hopefully. Alright, so Trenton Sneed starting 3rd. Alex Sheasley in 4th. Nice paint scheme as they roll on around turns 3 and 4. Cliff Mullins in 6th. Jacob Kaplan 5th. Quinn Newton will start 7th. Jonathan Leach in 8th. Zach Swicegood in 9th. This is technically a throwback, but you know he's been running it all season, so I'll leave that up to everybody else. I couldn't get around. He wanted me to paint him a scheme, and just got to say sorry because I never got around to it. But he's got that nice Red Bull throwback. Let's start next to him. Shane Wielden in 10th. James Riles will start 11th. Next to James Riles, Mike Christopher starts 22 machine. Calvin Salakane 13th, Jake Pickerel 14th. That's not right. Jonathan Ledger 14th. I'm having a bunch of trouble right now. I don't know what's going on. Jake Pickerel 15th, Harry Grindell 16th. Andrew Beach is 17th. Daniel Wallen in 18th. The rest of the grid. Dave Hoitzma will not make a start. He's telling me he's not a big fan of this track, so missing day tonight. Patrick Gentner as well will start in 20th. And then rounding out the field in 21st, Lucky Carlett. Alright. That's the grid for tonight. Got through it. Pace car will dive off.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag is out here at Rockingham. 80 laps of racing. Peyton Lowell will lead us into turn 1. Wall contact for 37. A little squirrely, but looks like he gets through. That turn 2 is tough at Rockingham. Ooh, more contact in the back. Looks like the 19 in the wall. Lots of right front damage. Oh, huge contact to the back. That's going to be a caution. Like Jacob Kaplan involved. Maybe Alex Sheasley. He was around it. I'm not entirely sure. But heavy damage for that 11. Some left side damage on the 2 car. Took the 11, taking it down pit road. Go back and take a look at it. So the 2 car, you can already see him. He's high off of the corner. With our chase cam. Behind the 2 car, here he is coming off of turn 2. Gets in the wall. And then just comes down into the 11. 11 goes hard into the inside wall. And nothing he can do about it. So it looks like he'll take his fast repair. Not unexpected, that car was pretty destroyed. Bad luck tonight already. Lap 5. Looks like the rest of the field's staying out. Didn't put that many laps on those tires. looks like pace car lights are out. We're gonna go back green this time. Up through turns 3 and 4, pace car will dive left down pit road and we'll get this thing back going again. Green flag in hand. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Look, the 33 slow on the bottom. Not sure what happened. Got some left side damage. Quinn Newton very loose on the apron. We'll save it though. He fell way back. Oh, Blake Giglio. Everybody is getting very loose off of turn 2. I think it's going to be a problem all night. Got a battle there for 3rd place. Trenton Sneed and Cliff Mullins side by side. Cliff Mullins will take it in turn 1, moving up to 3rd place. Weissker with a good night, sitting 5th right now, up 3 positions from where he started. Maybe we'll get passed by Harry Grindell, that 70 car. Harry Grindell with a bit of a different approach at the throwback scheme, but it looks very good. It's an Australian supercar throwback. I personally love it. Looks awesome, and I like the different approach to it. A lot of it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but everybody, you know, really throwback to themselves or maybe another NASCAR scheme, which is, you know, I love it. But I also love the different approach. You know? Very close racing back here around 9th to 10th. Oh, contact with Quinn Newton. And Calvin Salacan, looks like caution will be out. Oh, the 19 gets a piece of it. Oh, Quinn Newton heavy damage along with the 19. I think that was the 29 that originally made contact with him. Go ahead and take a look. Through turn 2 and on the backstretch. Oh, yep, 29 just got loose off the corner. A little bit of net code. Sent the 88 into the wall. 19. Well, right on board with the 19. I want to see what he saw. They see them wrecking down there, and wasn't expecting the 88 to bounce off the wall that hard, and I don't think he could see him through the smoke. Was Quinn not? Oh, Quinn, I'm hearing on the radio, Quinn Newton forgot to check the fast repair, so he's gonna be stuck there. His night's probably over. Like a few people taking it down pit road. Cliff Mullins, Jonathan Leach. Nick Wilden obviously getting that damage. Contact from the 88, he'll take his quick repair. Jonathan Ledger. Patrick Gentner. So these guys will double up again. Pretty short pace laps here at Rockingham. Crowd on their feet for the first time in weeks. They make their way down the backstretch. Hayden Lowe will be in the command of this restart. Reminder, we are not using restart zones this week. We had disabled them after last week's fiasco, so hopefully no more unfortunate black flags, but they will also not be going in the restart zone. They have any time after pace car pulls off to go. So Hayden Lowell still leads him through lap 17. Blake Giglio charging after him in second. Harry Grindell all the way up to third. He's up 13 spots since the start of this race. And he'll go for that high line into turn 3. Not able to clear Blake yet. I'll try to clear him off turn 2, but they are pretty much even. Looks like he just noses out ahead into turn 3. That high line looking very strong right now. Ooh, contact for the 2 on the wall. Looks like he'll keep it out of anybody and keep it straight, but that's going to give him some right side damage. Harry is charging after that 67, but I think he's burning his tires off. I think Harry's playing that short game method, hoping there's another caution at some point. But we're already on lap 5 of this run. If this goes a long green flag run, Harry's going to be in trouble with those tires. Looks like maybe some contact on the back. Not sure what happened. Over the 20 car with some right front damage. That could have something to do with it. Back up to the front, Harry Grindell trying that high line again on the leader. So Hayden Lowell still out front. Pretty long run here. We're about 11 laps in. 27 laps into this race total. Blake Giglio, I think he was sitting back saving his tires a little bit because he is catching these two leaders. Trenton Sneed also sitting right there in fourth. Kind of falling off those lead three a little bit, but he's well ahead of everybody else. Zach Swaisgood still sitting in fifth. Jacob Kaplan right on his bumper. Christopher sitting seventh. David Meach in eighth. He's under fire from Alex Sheasley behind him. Doing a great job holding them off right now. Dick Pickerel up to 10th. Jonathan Leach in 11th. Daniel Wallen is in 12th in that Dale Senior throwback. Rick Mullins 13th. Shane Morgan's in 14th. It's nice to see all these clean cars out here right now. It's something we haven't seen in a while. Rockingham always provides some good racing. Looks like Calvin Salicane getting lapped right there. I think he's got some engine damage. Or aero damage, one of the two. Either way, it's slowing him down. Jake Picker and Jonathan Leach side by side. It's for 10th place. Oh, Jake getting in the wall. Sent it a little too hard into turn one. He'll give up that spot. These three still clumped together, and Trenton Sneed has made up a ton of time. He is now up there, so it's a four-car battle for the lead. Now second and third side by side. Blake making the move on the 78 Harry Rindell. 49 laps still to go. About 48. Hayden Lowell with a dominating performance so far. Only needs to lead 8 more laps to clinch that extra 5 points. For the most laps led as well, he'll earn another extra 5 points for leading a lap. So an extra 10 points for Hayden if he can get it done. Like Calvin Salicane taking it down pit road. He's doing some burnouts. I don't think he's enjoying this track. Hey, you went out there and made an effort. That's all that matters. So Blake Giglio getting around Harry. Harry's falling fast. I figured he was burning those tires off, just hoping for a caution, and he didn't get one. So he's probably going to fall off those 2 leaders. And I think Trenton Sneed was saving his tires a little bit, see if he can get up to those 2. But 45 laps to go. Hayden Lowell still out front. Like Trenton will make the move on the 70. And he'll complete it, clear off of turn 4. Trenton Sneed up to 3rd. And now he's going to try to hunt down those 2 guys up front. Well, I think this is a good time for a crank it up. So, yeah, we'll try it out. Gonna wait a second. We'll see if we get a caution. Seems like every time I say that, the caution comes out. But I think we're good now, so crank it up. Here we go. Alrighty, we returned lap 45. These two up front still bumper to bumper. "36 laps to go." And they are encountering a lot of lap traffic now. Gonna be tough for Hayden Lowe to get around. It is a pretty short track. It's about a mile long. Ooh, the 20. Holding the 67 up a little bit. That's gonna open the door for Blake. And he'll go to the bottom. And he'll try to take advantage. Not gonna be able to stick the bottom though. So the leader's lapping up to 14th. 13 cars left on the lead lap. 33 laps to go. Pretty short event tonight. Oh, Blake big loose off the corner right there. It'll be interesting to see if these guys are good on fuel. And if they are good on fuel, how much time are these tires going to last? Because they've gone now 48 laps on this set. They have not pit. Oh, Blake gets in the wall off of 2. There's 13th place Jake Pickerel getting lapped. These guys are really moving. Trenton still holding strong. He's stayed about 2 to 3 seconds back this whole run. I think he just kind of got held up there for a little bit and lost the draft. If it's, I don't know how much the draft affects these guys here in this track, but I think it helps a little bit. Dirty air definitely playing a factor, and the reason Blake cannot get by the 67. He's been trying. He's stayed right on his bumper the whole time, but Hayden's been playing his cards right, keeping just enough speed to keep Blake in that dirty air and stay out in front of him. Now Daniel Llewellyn pulling a bit of a Ryan Newman here on the exit, holding both these guys up. Blake's going to put him 3 wide. Daniel backs out. That's the lap up to 12th now. So, this race is a stark difference to last week. Last week, I think we had something like 10 or 11 cautions in 100 laps. This week, 80 laps, we've had 2 so far, and 54. And with how spread out these guys are, I don't see us having too many more if we even get one. Classic Rockingham kind of race, but it's still putting on some good battle in here with these guys being pretty spread out. Like Christopher makes his way up to 5th. It's past his teammate Zach Swiska. Oh, turning lap 57 at the line, 24 laps to go. Not too many battles going on track. Leaders have pulled a huge gap now in the rest of the field. Oh, Lucky Carlette goes around in the back. That's going to be a caution. That changes everything. It looks like few drivers took it down pit road that time for tires or fuel, and the caution comes out as soon as they go down. Very unfortunate, but I think that's pretty fortunate for a lot of those guys who fell far back. This race just got turned on its head. 9 cars left on the lead lap. I'm assuming we'll see some wave rounds. The 19 should get the lucky dog, I'm assuming. I'll take a look at these pit stops and try to get a replay of that wreck after this. Third caution of the night on lap 58. So, 67 win the race off pit road. No surprises there. Like Shane Wilden staying out. We'll see if he takes down pit road this time. You have 22 laps to go, so I think most of these drivers, there's no tire left. You're gonna have to take it down pit road unless you want to fall all the way to the back. Not sure if anybody is trying to get a wave around here. Yeah, looks like the 19 will take it down pit road. I forget who the lucky dog was. We have Jonathan Ledger, and everybody in front of him are going to take a wave around here. So it looks like Jonathan, Alex Sheasley, and James Riles as well. James 2 laps down. He'll go 1 lap down once he gets the wave. A lot of these guys went down and took a pit stop, and then the caution came out and they got stuck another lap down. So we should take the 1 to green here. They'll get by the pace car. So, side by side here, wave rounds will get caught back up to the field. So that will leave 11 cars on the lead lap. Oh, very Blake Giglio getting sideways, so did the 70. That's going to allow Hayden Lowell to jump out to a huge lead. Oh, Blake Giglio loose again. I apologize. SDK has once again screwed up the overlay, and we do not know how many laps are to go. 19 right now. Trying to fix that. There we go. 18 laps to go. And Hayden Lowell out to an 0.8 of a second lead. Trenton Sneed, he fell back a little bit on that restart, unfortunately, but he came back up to the field before. I think he can do it again. Got 16 laps left to do it. Zach Swice got up to 4th. I think that's the highest he's been all night. Baker Dow in 3rd. Behind Blake and Hayden. Blake making up some time on Hayden. So did Harry. Those guys both within half a second now. Oh, Blake, big loose. He caught the apron. That's going to allow Harry Grinnell to move up to 2nd. Caution's out. Looks like Jonathan Leach involved. It's the only car I'm seeing right now. Maybe a self-spin. But he's got some heavy front end damage there. We'll take a look back at what happened. It looks like, oh boy. I think I know what happens here. Coming out of the pits. Yep. Classic Rockingham. Oh, 28 caught the wall on the inside. I've done that before here. Maybe not in the race, but it's done that to me in practice. It's pretty scary coming out of that pit road. Very uneven pavement. I think he was serving a black flag. Somebody not catching up to the field, so they'll have to go down and get the damage fixed. Blake Giglio, oh, everybody, oh, a lot of faking going on, so Hayden Lowell and Harry Grindell will take it up pit road. Blake Giglio and Zach Swiceget are going to stay out. But it looks like the rest of the lead lap cars pretty much heading down pit road. So that might spell trouble for those two up front. That was 8 or 9 laps of green flag racing. Gonna be tough to hold that spot with 10 to go. We go back green. Hayden Lowell winning the race off pit road. So some interesting strategies going on here at the end of the race. After the 4th caution of the night. Field making their pace laps. I think it's 2 to green right now. go back green with 9 to go. So these guys double file, getting ready to go back green once again. 9 to go when we go back green. Blake Giglio out front for the first time tonight. Getting it off of a pit stop. See if he can hold on to it with those 8-lap older tires, along with the 4 car and his outside Zach Swicegood. Both gonna be fighting to stay up front. There, green flag back out. Blake with a decent start, a little squirrely, but I think that's the best he can do with those old tires. Out of turn 2. Oh, the 28's loose in the back. Like he gets it back going straight, no caution right now. Man, that was close. I think that checked a lot of guys back up in the field. Trenton Sneed looks like he's taking it down pit road. He might have got a penalty. So, unfortunate for Trenton, he's going to go a lap down at least. Maybe somebody not catching the field. Caution flag is back out. Cliff Mullins involved. Alex Sheasley involved. Take a look back at the 5th caution of the night. So Cliff Mullins underneath the 19. 19 looks, oh yeah, he got in the wall off of 2. Few people have done that tonight. Easy mistake. Rockingham, that turn 2, it gets real sharp, wall comes out and tries to grab you every lap. If you're not careful, that can happen. Take a little more look at it. Look at the 19 right here. Off the corner. Gets up into the wall and just comes down a little bit in the 37. Oh, and the 2 car gets a piece of it too. So that's exactly what Blake Giglio wanted. He needed a caution to stay out front. Zach Swicegood wasn't able to hold on, but he'll keep 4th for now. Go green with about 3 to go. drivers doubling up now. We're gonna go green next time by. 3 to go. Guys will make their way out of turn 4. Pace car makes his way off. And a little loose for the 67. That'll give Blake Giglio a huge lead. I don't think Hayden was expecting those tires to be loose already. Just took them. And they're wrapped under a blanket there. Oh, we got a wreck. Looks like Shane Wilden involved once again. Charlotte as well. So that'll invoke our first green white checker of the night. Go back. What happened here? Looks like the 19 heading through turn 1. Clean so far. We got a spin up front. Yeah, it looks like the 87. 87 might have gotten loose in the corner. Yeah, loose up top. Got into the marbles maybe and just went around on him. Oh, that'll be our 6th caution of the night. In what was a very long, drawn-out green flag run in this race. The end has gotten kind of messy, which is pretty expected. Guys wanting to get that win, get spots any way they can. Looks like 20 getting the lucky dog. So we're coming down to the wire here. Gonna have 2 to go. Green, white, checker. We go back green. Heading into some overtime. I don't think we've ever used more than 1 green, white, checker this season, so if the stats don't lie, we should finish the race on this one. Like Giglio is still out front. Hayden Lowell, who has led the majority of this race, is next to him. Like, obviously, you know, getting that lead on a pit stop, or lack thereof, about 10 laps ago, and was able to hold on to the lead due to some yellows and a little bit of luck. If he can just get another good restart here, it's going to be tough for that 67 to get around him. So, gonna go green this time. Try to finish this race out. There's green flag. Pretty even start for these guys this time. Gonna open the door for Hayden Lowell if he can get a good run. They're 3 wide in the back. Blake Giglio's still able to hold on that lead. Hayden Lowell cutting into it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. 0.2 of a second lead here at the line. That's going to be tough to make up on one lap. See what Hayden can do. It cuts down half of it through turns 1 and 2. He'll go into turn 3. Going to try for the bump. He'll get it, but Blake Giglio able to hold on to it out of turn 4. Blake Giglio gets the win at Rockingham. So Blake Giglio with the win. Hayden Lowell in second. He tried a little bump and run. Wasn't able to get it though. I like the attempt. Mike Christopher gets third. Cheesley in fourth. Well, that's top 5. Jacob Kaplan in 5th. So we'll get these drivers in. Blake Giglio, try to get an interview from him. He's doing his burnouts on the front stretch. So after so many laps led by the 67, a simple pit strategy call was able to get Blake Giglio the win tonight. Blake in for an interview here. Blake, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
What going on?
What is going on? You didn't lead much of this race. You led the one that counted though. Right at the end there, you pulled some pit strategy. You stayed out and it worked out for you with those cautions. How are you feeling?
Feeling like I'm done driving this plow box. I think that's what I'm done doing. But no, I had something hidden up my sleeve there for Hayden. I was trying third gear late in that run, and he didn't figure it out. And it was faster. It closed right up to him when I needed it. So I was gonna wait like 5 to go and try to do it, but we didn't get there, and we got fresh tires. Got to stay out. And he tried getting me there again for the win, but I told him you can't move a dirt driver for a win. So.
Yeah, you held on to it good. He gave it his best, but you know, you just kept the car under you and came out of turn 4 for the win. You know, that midway through that race, it seemed like we were going to go green to the very end. What do you think would have happened if that had gone green?
I think it was in between me and Hayden. I think it would have been much more boring of a race than it was there at the end. So I'm not too upset with the yellow. I think it would have been a good race. I don't know if I could have passed him. I think the roles have been reversed going into 3, but take them while you can get them.
Yeah, definitely. A win's a win. That's your 3rd win of the season, and looking to crown out and get another no, you don't have a championship in the Cup Series, so looking to get your first championship in the Cup Series, and this is a good way to get it. You know, you're locked into the chase, and might lock up that points lead here moving into week 9 and 10. So yeah, it's a good race for you tonight. Got any other words or shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting and putting on the league. Do a good job with that. Shout out to Low Track Esports, CTC Racing, 213 Similar, M9 Performance, and Sim Sport, Apex Auto Glass, X Monster Shock Technology, everyone that's just on the car, and we can get started.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at Phoenix.
Thank you.
We'll get second place, Hayden Lowell in the booth. Hayden Lowell, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Well, you had a good race tonight. You led a ton of laps, but some pit strategy and a caution kind of took it away from you. What was your view on that whole thing?
We had a really good race in the number 67 Ford Mustang tonight. Changed manufacturers for the throwback race. Threw it back to Curtis Turner's automobile that won the first ever race at Rockingham. So that was a fun throwback, first of all. And yeah, we led the most laps tonight. Felt like we had a really good car. Blake and I were really even. I felt like Blake maybe was a little bit better on that big long run. And we came to get tires. We ran just enough laps where I felt like everyone would come down. So I felt like I needed to match it. And Blake stayed out with the track position. And that's kind of 2 weeks in a row that we lead the most laps and don't have the win to show for it.
Yeah, it's always tough. You dominate a race, stay out front the whole time, and just kind of unluckiness takes it away from you. But you still had a good night, great points tonight. You still led the most laps, so that'll probably get you more points than Blake has. But you got any other words or shoutouts?
Yeah, it's always fun racing with my BGR teammates, Blake and all those guys. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to try to bump and run Blake to win a race, but that's 2 times this season, and neither of them worked. So
yeah, Blake was saying, it's tough to move a dirt driver. That may have had something to do with it. He held on to that thing.
Yeah, I'm not good at doing the bump and run either. I don't drive it in as deep as I need to, or roll up to him like I need to. And well, I guess I'm getting a bunch of practice in your league here, which I appreciate you putting on. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I got. And I guess there's some drama behind me. Leave it to the Nesquik guys. But yeah, fun nonetheless.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the second place. See you next week at Phoenix.
Thank you very much. Hopefully we can finally win a second race.
Yeah. All right. See you, man.
Thank you very much.
All right. Third interview of the night. Third place finisher, Michael Christopher. Michael Christopher, you had a good night. Got a third place finish. You got me?
I got you.
Well, you were always there. You were in the top 5 the whole night, but those guys just had a ton of speed. I was hoping you could get up there with that caution, but just didn't have much for them. It's tough to pass. So, what was your view on that whole?
Yeah, I think if I would have gotten a better qualifying round, it would have been cool to be up there with those. But at the same time, like I kind of liked that starting in the back, kind of running through the field. It's kind of fun. I don't know if I was faster than Blake or Hayden, or if I think I maybe could have hang with them for a little bit, but I was kind of hoping Hayden gave him a little bit more of the bumper, and maybe I could squeeze by or something there at the end. But third place is good. It's a good points day after last week when I kind of didn't have a good points day, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, third place, great points day. Looking good for that LH Motorsports team point situation.
Oh yeah, my owner's happy, so I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with tonight.
Okay.
Third and 8th place for you guys, so that's a good night. I think that's about all the questions I got for you. Got any shout outs or words?
Nope, just I'm excited for the playoffs. Keep this points run going.
All right, yeah, you're pretty locked into those playoffs right now, assuming you just keep up the decent finishes, so it'll be exciting. We'll go next week at Phoenix, so we'll see you there. Thanks for joining us.
All right, see ya.
All right, that was Michael Christopher. That was our final interview of the night. So it was a great race. Rockingham always puts on a show. Those guys sure had a good battle there for that finish and that win at the end. But that's going to be it for me. I'm Lucas Hoitzma. As always, please join me next week at Phoenix Raceway. And then after that will be Talladega for the final regular season race. So you're not going to want to miss those 2 races for sure. That's it for tonight. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, see you next week.